Yeah. Episode 7. 7-5 side. I am your host, Southside O. What the fuck is up? Hey, yo. Quick sidebar. Fuck quick sidebar. Sidebar. Check me out. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Those are some real wise words of Kendrick Lamar. Now, this is for everybody, for my YNs, for my OGs, for everybody, all my in-betweens and everything, guys, girls, and all. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. What they meant by that is, with all the processes of social media and things of that nature, as far as music is concerned, they felt that the music industry had enough power to pull the strings from behind the scene and manipulate people's thoughts that really ain't had nothing to do with music. They were trying to make it's basically what the internet is and what social media is. It's a popularity game. You don't even have to have talent. And that's a double-edged sword with that, because you want to give people that never had an opportunity to be seen, but in the same sense, you don't want the market oversaturated with those type of motherfuckers. If anything, it needs to be a 80-20, maybe a 70-30 thing, where it's 70% talent and 30% is going to those that just want an opportunity to be seen. You feel me? Because we need both. We need both types of entertainment for us. To me, the ones that really don't have talent, those are like those short stories, if you would ask me, and the ones with talent are like a real actual post. You feel me? Now, with that being said, though, what we got to realize is this. Like I told y'all before in one of the other episodes, some of the people that are actually behind this shit, that are really trying to focus on influence and focus on manipulating you, they are the influencer that were the cool people. They're the influencers. They just know the technical aspects of everything. You feel me? So that's where their strength comes from. That's what they were hired for, to know how to do it from a technical aspect, not from in front of the camera influencing the person on a level of I'm cool, you should be cool like me type of thing. You feel me? So when it comes to the music shit, that's really what everybody was really doing with the whole Drake thing, for real. And I say that because they were able to manipulate you enough to the point where even after you found out that Drake didn't rap all his music, you still loved him because you felt that he wrote some of it. And in your mind, you felt even if he didn't write all of it, he wrote 90% of it. What you didn't realize is that wasn't even the case either. And then you got to go back to the aspect of what is that about? Like, for real, we're not talking about singers. We're talking about rappers. Now, it's a little easier when it comes to the female rappers. You know what I mean? When it comes to the female rappers, it's okay. And I say it's okay, it was more tolerated if they had a ghostwriter. But when it came down to people like this, and he wasn't writing his own music, and then on top of all of that, you're doing so many industry games. You're playing so many different types of industry games and manipulating things, trying to get people blackballed, trying to get people blacklisted overall so certain people won't even deal with them. And you basically trying to take food out of their kids' mouths. That's when the shit get a little corny. You feel me? That's when it becomes rigging the game. You smell me? That's when it becomes a problem. Because now, we all know that business is business. You know, at the end of the day, there's no such thing as good business or bad business. It's just business. At the end of the day, somebody's going to reap the benefit and somebody's not. You hope that in situations where everybody will reap the shit, you know what I mean? But nah, that shit don't pop off like that though, you know what I mean? So you gotta be ready for that. For real. And that's why a lot of rappers, when they get in the game, they get them fucked up contracts when they get in, but they looking at it like, I just want to get in the game and now I'll make it right in the process, you feel me? On my journey. You feel me? So I know you've been wondering how the fuck all these people get raped in the process. That's how it happened, bro. All my YNs, for real. That's how it happened. They just want to get in the game because they know for a fact once they get in the game, it's on them to navigate their own destiny, for real. But you have to be in the game to play. You feel me? So when they say you get raped when you come in the game, that's what they're talking about. So go into it knowing there's a chance that somebody could be fucking you over for your money at the beginning, and it's on you to catch it. And I say that because if you fuck around, you catch it too soon, they may cut your water off too early and you don't get nothing out of it. And I'm talking about before you even get known. So that's why certain shit it may happen where you gotta let them, not so much extort you, but you gotta basically let them take the bulk of the money early. You feel me? They gonna call it recouping. That's cap like a motherfucker. Basically what they doing, they putting you in a position and they looking at it like you better be grateful that you're in this position and shut the fuck up. Now, with that being said, you gotta play that smoky role and be like, I shut the fuck up for right now. You know what I mean? But when you get in some power, you make sure that you don't have to go through that again, and you don't put the next motherfucker through it if you're a solid motherfucker. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. If y'all know this, and this is some of the realest shit in the world about hip-hop, for real, the one thing that nobody focuses on, or really they made sure that you didn't pay attention to, is the fact of this. When it came times before, the niggas that we wanted to be like as far as the rappers, for one, we wasn't all up in their motherfucking business, for one. That little mystique, it left something for the imagination. You feel me? That's why you see certain rappers, they don't give interviews for real. Because they know what the value of their absence creates. But more importantly, the ones we looked up to, them motherfuckers was cool all the way around. You can't rig that. You feel me? You can't rig that. So when it comes down to a person like, I'm gonna just use Drake for instance, and I'm gonna keep it a stat with you. I like some of the nigga music, and I'm from Virginia. And Eclipse and them, that's my family. But when it just comes down to just good music is good music. I ain't saying the dopest rap song, I'm just saying good music is good music. Sometimes it could be just for the melody, sometimes it can just be for the vibe, sometimes it could be, for the message. You feel me? So, with that being said, they try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. When Drake started doing anything that had to do something with other than music, as far as with all this and complaining and all the extra shit, the suing shit, he exposed his influence. You feel me? He exposed his influence. That motherfucker ain't got no influence. You feel me? That's why he keeps aiming for the younger crowd, or specifically the females. You feel me? He took that same formula that Pac gave Big, as far as like rapping for the bitches, but in the same sense, he trying to stay in the vibe of, for the younger crowd, that way he guarantees sales. Because his biggest audience would be children and females. The main people that buy music. Not the guys. We could try and find some way to bootleg that shit, but we're gonna give you all the respect in the world. You feel me? They try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. We wanted to be like Nas. Jim said some wild shit when he said he had a better catalog than Nas, but however, I know what he was saying in the same sense. Basically what he was saying is, he more lit right now to the younger crowd. You feel me? Now, of course, we know for a fact, he's the talent-wise, that is not even a comparison. Nas is 19 times better than Jim when it comes down to talent-wise, as far as like how he impacted the game and everything. And you can even include the game bang aspect of it with Jim, or the fashion aspect of it with Jim. Nas still got way a larger influence. He has more of the respect of his peers as well as the audience. And that's what influence really is. That's what made Jordan so great. He had the respect of us and his peers when it comes down to the general organic concept. Talent and rapping. You feel me? That part right there alone, and how it affected other people, that part alone. You feel me? So, with that being said, like I said before, they try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Yo, it's gonna be so much more shit that they're gonna consistently do. And I say this because they've always been doing this the whole time. Literally, the music industry has always been an influence on us. Even back then with the music and the artists that we did, like, that's why they did certain product placements and certain different things, you feel me? That ain't the point that we're really trying to make with this shit, because we don't want to make this shit that much of an educational situation. This is entertainment. The overall thing that we're talking about is fucking entertainment. You feel me? So, with that being said, you gotta put yourself in a situation when you're looking at it like this. This is business and it's entertainment. The entertainment business is one thing, but in the same sense, it's two different situations. We can't speak on business and then speak on entertainment in the same sense and try to compare the two. It's two different, it's apples and oranges, fully. There's people that have the opinions of things in the entertainment aspect aren't gonna have the same opinion when it comes to the business aspect. They may not even be educated on the same level. And they may be super educated on the entertainment level. So, what's going on right now, a lot of them motherfucking people in them big weird places have realized what social media is doing to motherfuckers. And they're trying to mix the entertainment and business and focus more on the manipulation specifically. The same way likes, comments, and shares and all that bullshit are made of dollar value, they're trying to create a value with the social media aspect of specific manipulating people with a hidden hand of manipulation. You feel me? That's the new money right now. The hidden hand of manipulation. Like, straight up. So y'all gotta be on point with that shit. Why do I say that? We the motherfucking talent. We did every fucking thing. You gotta think about it. You get hot, you get popping, they come looking for you. You feel me? Even with today, you get the follows, you get your shit popping, they still come looking for you. So you gotta think different. When it comes out of the contracts from the gate, you gotta think different. You can't be thinking, I'm just trying to get in the fucking game, nigga. You gotta be thinking, I know for a fact I'm dope as shit. So I know for a fact 5 years from now I'm gonna be even doper. So why the fuck am I shortchange myself now? Well, I'm gonna take that piece of shit ass deal. Nah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna fuck with you, bro, with your deal, but let's renegotiate this deal. And if you any kind of sense that I notice that you're not biting to the feasible terms that I actually instill, I ain't fucking with you. And you shouldn't fuck with them either. Just like a motherfucker that say, yo, let's have this meeting. And all right, can I bring my man? Nah, why you need to bring him for it? It don't matter, motherfucker. Can I bring my man? And if you say no too soon, I'm gonna automatically have my red alerts up. My red flags already up. You feel me? They try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Hey, yo, I'm gonna say straight up. I fuck with Jim music. To me, Jim was always the hottest in Dipset. To me, he was. I ain't gonna hold you. Always. I always felt the way. I always felt the nigga fashion when niggas wasn't speaking on this shit. You could tell that niggas stand out a little different. And you know, Cam got the pink thing and all that. But yeah, you can tell when certain niggas just stand out different. You can tell the shit a little more natural. Even if they are absorbing it from somebody else, you can tell when it comes off a little more natural. You feel me? But that nigga delusional than a motherfucker with that Nas shit, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? That nigga high. He said he was high too when he was beefing with Shannon Sharp. Well, we were debating with Shannon Sharp. Shannon killed him with that one. That nigga said, what was you smoking on when you said you was better than Nas? Hey, yo, but you see my point though? Jim confused not so much the rigging of the game, because he ain't rigging. People just genuinely, organically latched onto his fashion and his influence in fashion and being cool to some degree. But that's the part he got fucked up. He confused the flow itself with the youngsters looking at him as just being a cool ass nigga. You feel me? That's just an error on his part. He got the influence. So you can't fake that. But what he's influencing, he got confused his damn self. The songs is cool, but they're more focused on your fashion and how cool you is. And that's dope as shit too. But don't ever jump out the window and say you better than no goddamn Nas. Hell wrong with you. Nigga, you crazy as hell. The messages, Jim, that's what niggas trying to say. The messages is way better than yours. Not so much positive or negative wise, but concept wise overall. You can't compare that. You feel me? That's how we looking at the shit. I know that's how Virginia look at it. Yeah, it's a lot of bloods out there, like, hands down, nigga. Hands down, salute. Know what I mean, for real, but nah, bro, nigga. We ain't fucking with you because of that. That's crazy as shit for you to think that shit, my nigga. Like, straight up, that's crazy as hell. You bugging, yo. But yeah, man, like I said before, they try to rate the game, but you can't fake influence, man. You can't. And no matter how many different type of propagandas, tactics, these record labels try to use, I know they're noticing it. That's what they do. All this shit is a fucking experiment. They see how we gonna respond to certain shit. You feel me? But one thing they can't really fully control ever is hip hop. They can't control hip hop. Hip hop evolves by the second, not by what they are calculating. And we knew that shit. It's kind of like Western civilization's interpretation of the Egyptians and of the earlier Africans. They got an interpretation of it, and it may even be partial, like let's say 75% of the meaning. But what they never realize is certain shit that we did when it comes to that knowledge that he got, it only works with our people. That melanin that we got in our body, those other things, those other attributes that make us who we are, it ain't even gonna work unless it's us doing it. Just like certain things and certain teachings that we learn, only us, as a people, understand it. They looked at us in a literal sense, where they thought we would be like the birds, where they said we was worshiping birds and worshiping snakes, with all kinds of wild shit. They realized we was talking about the attributes of that reptile or of that bird. How long that bird could fly in the air. How the owl could turn his head all the way around. We didn't want to be a fucking owl. We wanted to have the vision of turning our head all the way around. It's just like hip hop and how they misunderstand what we doing with hip hop and what we meant by hip hop from the beginning. It's a difference. It's a big motherfucking difference. And straight up. They say money is the root of evil. I say that's pure bullshit. Why? Because the truth is, poverty and greed is the root of evil. Think about it. Either I'm doing this shit because it's coming natural to me because I've been in such a situation of desperation that I've been desensitized that I don't mind doing this shit now. And then it's kind of like for kicks now. Or I just got so much other shit and I don't want nobody else to have it. Or I want you to have it. Poverty or greed. That's the root of evil. You smell me? So while we out there on the south side, I want y'all to keep that shit in mind. When we doing what we doing, what we do. Tell yourself, I'm doing this shit because of poverty or greed. You feel me? And once you tell yourself that, ask yourself, is it worth it? The risk, the consequence, you feel me? Ask yourself, is that worth it? Like dead ass, is it worth it? Yeah, that's heavy. That's motherfucking heavy. That's real fucking heavy. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who just celebrated Father's Day the previous weekend. Salute to all y'all fellas, man. We doing it big out here, yo, for real. All my young niggas, do your thing. And I don't like saying YNs. That shit sounds so trendy and shit. Fuck it. All my young niggas, know what I mean? Hold your little ones down early, yo. You feel me? You got a kid, hold them down early. Hold them down early. That's all I can say. Hold them down early. Don't wait till later. Get that experience now, you feel me? So you don't got to try to get it right on the second or third child. Get that experience in right now. They try to read the game, but you can't fake influence. They ain't gonna never be able to fake influence as long as motherfuckers like me around. Because I'm gonna always tell it what the fuck it is. It's on you to do what you're gonna do with the knowledge. You feel me? I'm a 757 nigga. I am from the south side of Virginia. Whether I'm on the land, touching the turf, or whether I'm just out and about representing. I am a south side nigga. Hey, yo. Never mind. I was about to tell you about something that happened to me recently. I'm not even gonna tell. Positive vibes, you know. I came out on the aggressive end in the end, but at the end of the day, it don't even matter. Positive vibes. So, with that being said, they try to read the game, but you can't fake influence. Hey, look, we ain't gonna let these motherfuckers influence us in the wrong way, and we damn sure ain't all about being manipulated. We from Virginia, first and foremost. And wherever you from, you gotta look at this shit the same motherfucking way. For real. You only gonna be influenced by what you want to be influenced by. Not what is just a miscellaneous just floating around. You just pick it up just because it's fucking there. Know what I mean? That shit could be detrimental than a motherfucker. For real. So, drink your water, do your push-ups, do your exercise, stay sucker free. If it don't apply, let that shit fly. You smell me? Because they trying to read the game, but you can't fake influence. You feel me? I own a clothing line called Anigria V Clothing. Shit dope as a motherfucker. I could literally go out and try to be like every other designer out there. But I don't want to. I feel like I'm a creative. I can make my shit different. And you know what happened? Just on the monologue joints that I knew, people went crazy over it. I mean fucking crazy. You feel me? You see my point though? I didn't want to bite. I didn't want to just go with the fucking wave. I wanted to start my own thing. And that's what the fuck Virginia niggas doing on regular anyway. Wherever you from, I assure you, you can do the same motherfucking thing because ain't nothing special about me. I just got a little more drive. I've been through a little more, maybe life-threatening situations where now I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to get busy when it's time. But in the same sense, nigga, I'm aiming high as a motherfucker, yo. Straight up. And that's what the fuck you supposed to be doing. For real. And now I'm talking to all my 757 people. That's what the fuck you supposed to be doing, for real. We go create that fucking economy. You smell me? We gonna do that shit. We gonna be that next generation of entertainers from Virginia. It ain't an age thing. Nigga, it's a talent thing. It's a what's poppin' thing. It's a collage of all of that mixed together. Straight up. I am your host, Southside-O. Yeah. I will be performing. Atlanta, Georgia. Pool party. 4th of July. Yeah, nigga. I do it all. Writing. Movies. Music. Publishing. Magazine companies. Nigga, I do all of it. Why the fuck would I stop? Why should you? Get off your ass, nigga. The fuck? You see what the fuck it is. You see who it is. See y'all niggas soon on the next episode. I am your host, Southside-O. I hope you woke up this morning and told yourself, I'm gonna be great. Yeah. Talk to y'all motherfuckers soon, nigga. Virginia, Southside.